There's a lot of talk of shrinkflation. How's the focus on this thing? And I gotta say, yes, the corporate elite are taking advantage. They're doing their thing. But we got a saying back home. As long as you keep hoeing, they will keep pimping. And this is it. This is the case. I had recently had the honor of watching us buy groceries, and I was absolutely disgusted by every mom, every dad, everybody who was under the age of, say, 45 or so, bought these single serving sizes of Takis, Doritos, Cheetos, soda, Monster Energy drink, little tiny sodas. As a business owner, I wish I could sell you water with sugar in it with 800 to 1,000% markup. I wish I had a product that I could sell like that. Unfortunately, portraits don't sell like that. But I'm watching every parent, every kid, individual serving size of Cheetos. Did you know when you go into that store where you buy your Cheetos from and your Doritos, that big, what's it called? Grocery store, yes. That grocery store has a room off to the left, probably more towards the front, and this long row cooler thing is a thing called vegetables. Yes, vegetables. You can go in, you can grab a handful of these vegetables and throw them into your children, throw them into yourself, and live a much healthier lifestyle, a much less expensive lifestyle. Although the green pepper thing and the yellow pepper thing bothers me, because green peppers, yellow peppers, and red peppers are different prices, but genetically it's the same thing. Be that as it may. When you go to that store, you can skip past all of the single serving aisles. You can skip past the soda, the drinks, all of that. You can skip past all of the liquid sugar, and you can buy vegetables. And to the opposite of that area, a little further towards the back, usually in the back of the store, there is a section with meat in it. Chicken, beef, pork, things like that. You can buy that. Oh, see, there you go. See, you've been sold for 30 years. That TV, that phone in your hand has been selling you for 30 years that you're so busy as a single mom. You're so busy as a single dad. You're so busy as parents that you don't have time to make something. No, you've taken your time by buying a Keurig, a blender, an air fryer, a blah, instead of just living with the basics and making food a tertiary event in your life, not the primary thing that you do every day. And make some bacon, boil some chicken, bake some chicken, put chicken in the George Foreman grill. See, that's the truth. The truth is that you're not as busy as you think. And when you're buying Lunchables with this cadmium and lead in it, what you're doing is, see, we did something very, very great in a bad way when I was a kid. We actually retarded the intelligence quotient of the entire planet with leaded gasoline, leaded paint, and lead in the toys. I could have been a smarter person. I could have been moderately smarter than I am right now. But I grew up, I remember them telling us, don't eat the lead, don't eat the paint chips. I remember that. I remember riding in a leaded gasoline Plymouth, a Chrysler Newport that ran on leaded gas. I remember all those things. And here we are doing it again, lowering the intelligence quotient. When I worked for Uber, I picked up a girl who said she had never had a glass of water until she got pregnant. The only thing she drank was Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola and energy drinks her entire life. But now all of a sudden she's drinking water for the new baby that's on the way. That was a scary moment for me. But that's where we are. If you don't look at what you're buying at the grocery store today, you're in trouble. Oh, wait a minute, there's something else too. Speaking of Lunchables, there's a meat section in the back, and probably to the right of that meat section is another room dedicated to food for you. Generally that food comes from places like this, where they have cows and they grow stuff. And you can go to this other room, there's like the packaged meat section, and then right next to it, there's a counter with a glass front. It's called what is that? Deli. Yes, a deli. No one's been there in 30 years because everybody's busy looking at their phones. So go to this deli. Say it with me. Deli. Go to this deli place, and there's a guy. There's a physical guy. He's not a bot or a Nigerian prince or anything like that. He's an actual person with an apron on, and you talk to him over this glass counter, and you say, "Can I have a pound of the boar's head Black Forest ham? Can I have a pound of the beef? Can I have a pound of yellow American, white American Swiss?" And they're going to give you. They're going to pick up a piece of bulk meat or cheese. They're going to slice you off a couple pieces, and then you can put that in a lunchbox for your children and yourself without poisoning you, without poisoning your kids. Are you so busy? Are you such a busy single mom, busy single dad, busy parent that you can't take the time to not poison your kids? Is that how busy you are? But when you go to this deli, you're actually supporting these people right here behind me that raise cattle and green vegetables and onions and green peppers, which should all be the same price. That's what you're doing. So when you fight against shrinkflation, when you post angry comments about shrinkflation, about the size of your double stuffed Oreos, how they're not even single stuffed Oreos anymore, are you fighting for more Doritos in the bag? Or are you fighting for healthier foods altogether? What do I know? Right?